Hello and welcome everyone to our Marmaris Castle tour. Right before us stands the Hafsa Sultan Caravanserai, a remarkable 16th century structure nestled in Marmaris. Caravanserais, integral to medieval Islamic countries, served as inns providing shelter and amenities for travellers. This particular caravanserai holds a special place in history, commissioned by the renowned Ottoman Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent during his campaign to Rhodes in 1522 to 1523. As we explore this site, let's envision the bustling activity that once took place here, catering to merchants and travellers during a significant period in the Ottoman Empire. The Hafsa Sultan Caravanserai not only showcases the architectural prowess of its time, but also serves as a tangible link to the strategic campaigns and cultural richness of the 16th century Ottoman era. As we continue our ascent along the trails to Marmaris Castle, take a moment to appreciate the picturesque surroundings. Flanking the path, you notice these charming homes and shops that add to the allure of the journey. With their distinctive architectural styles, these structures not only provide a glimpse into the local lifestyle but also contribute to the historical tapestry of Marmaris. It's fascinating to imagine these stories embedded within these walls, perhaps echoing centuries of residents and visitors who have called this place home. The integration of modern life into the historical landscape creates a unique atmosphere, reminding us of the dynamic relationship between the past and the present. As we move forward, let the blend of natural beauty and human habitation on this trail captivate your senses, making our journey to Marmaris Castle a truly immersive experience.
So we're here in King Solomon the Great's castle. As you can see, it's like a really well kept castle, and yeah, it's great so far. And you get like really good views. So the views are amazing. You see the mountains in the distance and the sea, and the walls, everything's intact, nothing's ruined.
So in front of us we have some altars which are religious tapestry that people have made. They're very nice actually, the stonework is very nice on them. And here we have a cannon, an iron Ottoman cannon, and I imagine it would do a lot of damage, this one, because look at the size of those iron balls. Like, I mean, imagine one of those hitting you, that would be a disaster. So these are some statues that I've seen, and they've been destroyed, it looks like.
Got a missing head for some reason, I'm not too sure why. And these are like got missing heads as well. Some of them have got half a body, like this one, for example. I think they've been like destroyed. So this is supposed to be a female statue, and as you can see, it's only like half the body. And same with this one. And this one, they've been ruined for some reason.
Ottoman cannons date back to the Ottoman period when the castle played a strategic role in the defense of the region against potential threats, including pirate attacks. Ottoman cannons were crucial in fortifying coastal defences and protecting territories. Ottoman cannons from this era were typically made of iron and ranged in size and design. They were integral to the Ottoman military artillery capabilities and played a significant role in various military campaigns and defense strategies. Marmaris Castle, located in the town of Marmaris in southwestern Turkey, has a rich history dating back to antiquity. Originally built by the Ionians around 1044 BC, it served various civilizations including the Persians, Romans, and Byzantines. The castle underwent significant renovations under the Knights of St. John in the 16th century, transforming it into a formidable fortress. During the Ottoman era, Marmaris Castle played a strategic role in safeguarding the region against pirate attacks. The Ottomans further strengthened its defences, adding towers and walls. In the early 19th century, it served as a prison, reflecting its evolving functions throughout history. Today, Marmaris Castle stands as a well-preserved historical site and museum, offering visitors a glimpse into its diverse past with exhibits showcasing artifacts from different periods. So I think these are the heads that were missing on the statues. Oshtex ideally reflects ancient burial customs. The various sizes of oshtex, which were known as produced generally in the Roman and Eastern Roman periods, were made based on the model of sarcophagus, and the covers were in the form of gable roof. Inspired by the region's rich vegetation, most of the long faces were decorated with garlands and lotus motifs. In some of those, male and female heads depicted between garlands, while very few are inscribed in Greek. Eros and Medusa are mythological figures often depicted. Bull heads are usually located in the corners of narrow faces. Of some of them, stylized door is portrayed, and it means the gate of Hades, god of the underworld in mythology. If the person had died far away and his body could not be found or couldn't be moved due to economic problems, for example, died at the war in another country, an empty grave can also be made in a representative manner. The Kuros figurines found in immerse, with their almond-shaped eyes, thick thighs and clenched fists, show the influence of Egypt and reflect the style of the East door. The figurines emphasize manhood as the main prominent feature of Apollo. Almond-shaped eyes, smiling expressions, wide faces, rich dress folds with chiton and Humatian types of clothing features are outstanding in the Archaic period figurines, which date back to 650 BC to 480 BC. The most common statues of the period are standing male statues named Kuros, often portrayed as nude. The Kuroses are depicted standing upright in a frontal pose with one leg moved forward, their arms close to their bodies touching the side of their thighs, or one arm broken at the elbow stretched out. The most important reason for jewellery to reach today is the tradition to put presents on the graves of the dead. Jewellery has developed in parallel with the art of the sculpture from the Archaic period. A feature that emerged in this period is the usage of golden pendulums with mythological theme or human face reliefs. Ram and bull heads are both used in necklace pendulums and at the point of split ring bracelets. Various compositions were obtained by placing acorns or oval grains between the necklace pendulums. Flat rings with crescents, sonical pendulums, or drop-shaped golden pieces are the earrings of this era. Due to the limitation in the gold stocks, in the archaic period, golden jewellery was used rarely in daily life. A large number of terracotta figurines were found in the settlement areas in Berger's excavations. Most of the figurines were found full, half-body or only fragments of the body and dated to the 5th and 4th centuries. The tradition of terracotta figurines, which existed in the sector from the Roman period to the 3rd century AD, later lost its importance. The oil lamps of Knidos discovered during the excavations in Knidos take an important part in the findings of the area. The production of lamprey starting from the 4th century BC had reached to a high capacity of production in the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC according to the archaeological data. Megarian bowls, one of the pot arts of the Hellenistic period, spread out entire Mediterranean from Egypt to Spain. Hellenistic period Megarian bowls are the main parts of those findings. Probably Megarian bowls were the fashion wine drinking cups fired clay around the Mediterranean basin during the Hellenistic period. Dionysus, the god of wine and vineyard, was depicted on the Pantera produced in Knidos. Dionysus is the son of Zeus and one of the 12 gods of Olympus. He is known as Bacchus in Roman Byzantine mythology. Although he took part in ancient Greek world later than the other gods, the festivals held for him revitalized the Greek life, and tragedia and comedy were involved out of the games of these festivals. On the piece of the cup there is a description of a drunk Dionysus holding Tiresias in his hand, and he is leaning on a young satyr. He is depicted giving wine to his partner from Cantarostan. The piece of the cup is dated to the first half of the 1st and 2nd century AD. Satyrs are half-human, half-goat-shaped mythological creatures in ancient Greek mythology. Most their upper bodies are in human form and the lower parts are in the form of a goat. The common characteristics of works of art depicting the satyrs are the goat horns, pointy and long ears, and a long tail like a horse tail. They are often depicted with their flutes. They usually drink wine with Dionysus, the god of wine, and dance around the countryside. The old satyrs are called silencers. The most common motif applied on the gravestones is the Tree of Life motif. As the symbol of prosperity and fertility, like Tree of Life represents the dead itself and depicts the rise to reach the gods. The gravestones are a kind of historical record with the inscription and decorations on them. So this says, death is the great equalizer. In ancient times, grave steles are often used instead of gravestones. The front side was significant in these stones, which are usually two-dimensional. There are rarely round ones. Religious inscriptions mainly take part on them. The name of the dead and the name of the person who ordered the stele and the age of death are written on the majority of the gravestones in the Roman period. Grave steles are important documents revealing history, monography, and burial traditions. People's relationship with nature, lifestyle, family structure, clothing, weapons, food, and beverages of the period are reflected in the scenes. Furthermore, the inscriptions on the steles are archaeologically important documents.
So this is where they used to shoot the cannons. the dark cave. Heading into the dark cave.
Amphora, found frequently both in the excavations and shipwrecks, are clay containers for transporting goods, especially in maritime trade, and are the most significant indicators of ancient trade. So here we have a load of coins that date back to different time periods in history. Some are from the Ottoman era, some are from the Roman era, all different eras. So now we've come to the end of our Marmaris Castle tour, and I hope you've all enjoyed it, and if you've liked it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.